I am Alfred Mothapo.
I'm from Heyde.
My name is Mntungwa.
My name is Sbonelo Mntungwa. Our project is called the Multi-Purpose Musical Instrument. It consists of a 24-key piano as well as a drum machine and a talk box. A drum machine will consist of drum sounds. When pressed, certain drum sounds will be played, such as a snare or hi-hat or a bass. Our drum sounds will be imported using WAV files, using a USB, and then in our piano sounds we'll play normal piano sounds, which will be generated using DAC. And then we are also going to create a talk box which will output sound using a tube.
From the previous prototype that we had, we decided to add one more octave to make it 2-octave piano. The first prototype was a 1-octave piano, and this time we decided to also add the drum machine to give it a more variety and to make it the multi-purpose musical instrument.
Okay, I'll play the slideshow like.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Over here we've got the main piano / drum machine. Little LCD over here, LCD screen over here. The buttons on the sides, the functionality is all there. A switch, little LED for power, and a pot for volume. Over here and over here on the sides are speakers with some holes so that the sound can come through. These 8 buttons over here are the drum sounds. And then we've got our keys over here. The 2 octaves, and yeah. Here we've got the talk box, which is really just a speaker inside a little tube that has some sound insulation. Then there's a tube that comes out from that carries the sound from the speaker to your mouth. The 2 are connected simply by some wires, a signal and ground, and yeah.
Yeah, so this is our internal of our entire circuit. As you can see, our micro is connected to everything. Here's our micro, our first micro. This one is for piano, and this micro is for our drum machine. As you can see there's a USB specifically for the drum machine, and as you can see, this is our audio jack, and that's our regulator. And then if you look upside down, here is our circuit. This is our circuit for our power button, and here is our speakers. This is for our LCD with some of the buttons for our play and pause. This is the big variable. That's where our drum, that's where our piano is, as well as our drum machine. Yeah. Our entire design is entirely made of perspex. So this thing is perspex, and our piano keys are perspex. Yeah. There's a bit of cardboard here, a bit of pencil here, half a pencil.
That's all for.
And this is our talk box.
Some styrofoam.
Really?
There's a piece of styrofoam here at the bottom, and hidden by the cardboard. Speaker sits around here, approximately. There's the Pringles can. Try to do some sound insulation. And yeah.
For the purpose of our demo, we decided to use the power. We didn't. Our 9-volt battery was low, so if it wasn't, we're gonna connect it here, and then it will play wirelessly.
Okay, so for our demo, what we would like to do is, demonstrate all the sounds and keys, as well as the play, pause, and select song functionality, changing, increasing and decreasing sustain, octave, the volume, and we will try to demo the talkbox as well. So we will hear the sounds of the keyboard, which initially we wanted it to sound like a piano. We weren't able to get that right, so it's just kind of a tone. We will hear the sound of the drums as well. We expect the sound will obviously come out here by our main speakers here on the sides and out through the tube of the talkbox, which you won't be able to hear, but it's there. And on our LCD screen there will be some information about what key has been pressed, what song is playing, what octave it is, the sustain, and that sort of thing.
I will start by demoing the keys. Yeah, this is a higher octave. Then I change to a lower octave. Okay, higher, higher, higher. Yeah. Okay, I'll demonstrate the sustain. Okay, it's a lower sustain. Okay, let me increase the sustain. Okay. Our awesome drum machine. This is a bass drum. This is a tom.
Just play around.
Another hi-hat. Okay, we play the preloaded sounds. Stop. Next.
Change octave.
Octave, okay. Stop. Lower. Okay, lower octave. And play. Okay, let's play next one. Okay. So I'm gonna demonstrate the talk box now. So the talk box actually is supposed to take the sound from the piano keys and direct it through the speaker in here and to the tube, from the tube to the mouth. So what's gonna happen is, as you playing the keys, you can modify your voice using the sound from the talk box. But unfortunately, we don't have a powerful speaker, so our talk box works, but you won't be able to hear what's happening at the moment, with which we are planning to improve in future.
So the changes we've made is, well, we said initially our main change was that we are going to use a USB. We were going to use a memory card, but now we are using a USB to load our. Yeah, we're using a flash drive to load our drum sounds. Design-wise, the talk box was meant to be square, but it's round. And due to the change of using a USB, we were forced to use 2 micros instead of 1. Okay.
Our talkbox connection is just some wires coming out through a slit in a gap in the panels here. So ideally this could have been put together as one wire twisted together or something, with a nice hole cut in there for plugging in the talkbox, and we could have added a proper slot for where you can plug in the micro to the computer, and even made a bigger slot for accessing the USB, the flash drive, so that you could load view sounds on or save the sounds, the recorded sounds to the
possible futures is to maybe have like a record function where we could just like record the button A, and then we'll just keep playing the sound, as well as maybe record and the drum sounds. You know, maybe if you play it, you can also play a sequence, or we could load a musical, or we could load a song, and then we can cut it and then be like part of our drum sound. And another future work is we could have buttons, proper buttons for our octaves and sustains. They work in theory, but it's just that presentation wise.
So
to start with Cecil did all of the code for our piano sounds as well as the drum machine, and he handled the hardware in terms of soldering and coming out with the button matrix and finding out which pin belongs where. And Ross dealt with Ross van Heyde dealt with the designing of this top box as well as making the entire top box. Alfred, who was also responsible for making the reports that will be sent to you by tomorrow. He also contributed in soldering the piano and as well as the prototype. And I also contributed in helping soldering the prototype and the final design. And I also worked with the presentation wise in terms of the what do you call this thing? In terms of the perspex, we use the perspex class, just to let you know. In terms of and I also made the presentation for milestone B. Alfred also helped in this thing is, I'm gonna edit it, doesn't matter. So okay. Alfred also worked with the code for the drum machine.
With Cecil.
Yeah, with Cecil. Ross also worked with the code for the piano. And Alfred and I, we built the regulator. And we've said everything regarding who did what, so I can honestly say like Cecil did most of the work as he was in charge of the code, as well as handling everything involving the microcontroller. Yeah, so any questions?